Okay, I'm making this video to inform a few people. Well, let me start off with, I had an incident a little bit ago. I was walking my dogs. Now, I am still at the Rving dry camping site. I'm trying to get the glare out of my glasses because I can't see. Anyway, I'm at the Rving, and I was walking three of my dogs, Zakara, Allie, and Remy, on the leash, and two little Maltese dogs come charging at my dogs. Now, all I ask you is you keep your dogs on a leash and that you pick up after your dogs, which I do. I have a shovel, I have a rake, and I have no qualms in picking up my dog's shit. So, these little Maltese come running at my Pitbulls. Now, they're not going to hurt them, but Allie's 86 pounds, and she plays rough. So, I don't want her hurting the dogs. And I don't like dogs charging up on my dogs because, one, they're pit bulls. Two, I don't know these other dogs, if they're playful or not. And if they're aggressive, my dogs do not do aggression. They don't even do aggression with each other. I stop them when they get aggressive. I don't like dog fights. I've been in too many of them. Had to pull them apart. I just don't do dog fights of my own or anybody else's. So all I said is, please keep your dogs tied up. Well, she popped off and said, I'm not tying my dogs up. And I'm like, well, it's for their own safety, but that's up to you. If your dog's charged mine and they get hurt, that's on you. So then somebody calls me a choice name, which is other than my sexual preference. I corrected them. I am not. But I can understand in old age that you would be a little how did I put that? Unadulted, basically. Immature on how to handle things. So, I took a extremely long walk up on the hill to release some anger. And walked back. The gentleman that called me the name apologized, and I accepted it gracefully. Told him he was extremely wrong for calling me that, but yes, I accept his apology. And some other woman just had to make a little more spectacle and say, not me, which I don't care, you know. I was just trying to look out for the safety of their dogs. So I just ask people, if you know pit bulls are around, they get a bad reputation. They're really not any different than these Maltese. Maltese seem to be aggressive against other dogs. They were charging at my dogs. All dogs are going to fight, but don't put them in the situation where they will fight, or you're going to have problems. I don't want any problems with my neighbors. I wish people would understand a little more about pit bulls. Now, mind you, 9 years ago, you couldn't have handed me one. My son did. He handed me Sakara. She's the runt of the litter. I fell in love with her. I fell in love with this whole bloodline. Now, I'll tell you, he had two pit bulls I had no care for before. And actually, Sakara's mom, she's the bitch from hell. Took me 7 years to get close to that bitch. I couldn't get near my own son. She was a crazy bitch. There's stories about me and her going round and round. Now, she loves her grandma, and I love her. We just had to come to a mutual agreement that we both love Damon. And anyway, I just ask people to have a little respect for other people when they're walking their dogs. And if you're going to be around other campers, please have the common courtesy, not only for your dog, but for other dogs. Keep your dogs tied up. Even if you're sitting outside, it only takes a second for a big dog to hurt a little dog. And if you look at this one right here, okay, big boy, he doesn't hurt dogs. In fact, we had a Chihuahua Jack Russell mix living with us for a while, and that Jack Russell ran him. But I just don't want to see any dogs hurt, and I don't want to see my dogs hurt because of it. So please have the respect for other people, and keep your dogs cabled, because I don't want to see them hurt. That's all I ask. Care for your dog enough. It's like taking care of your child. Please care for your dog enough that you will look after them so they don't get hurt by other dogs. Not intentionally, but other dogs will do it. So I leave you with this, and if you feel this video is informative, please hit the like button and subscribe and follow me on my journey. God bless. See you around the corner.